All right, guys, we're going to talk about some templating here. Ways to template, template methods, how to make a 90-piece smooth template by connecting three templates, because obviously we can only put 30 templates or 30 props in a template. Smoothing, like this right here, this is actually two stunt tubes, but you look closely enough at a lot of these props, guys, you'll see that a lot of them have these flat spots in them. They're just not perfectly circular. Now you can take the exact prop. I do the same with these stunt walls and everything, and you can embed it into that prop, put a slight rotation on it, and take that smooth hump out. See how I did this? The next piece hump goes underneath that curve. So this is going to be a nice smooth onto when we're ready to use it. Like I said, you can do that with them wall ride pieces. Now, it's a stunt tube is a little different. Like you can't just do like you can here. As long as you got prop stacking turned off on this thing, you can lay one, change the color, just hit L1 or R1 to rotate it. And just line it up. Make sure it looks about equal on both sides. Close enough. But you can see, even on these wall rides, they got them little flat spots. Now, embedding this second prop in here will make this thing really, really smooth. Now, you can make this thing super, super smooth if you can get the third one in there. That one's quite tricky. I'm able to do it, but this is good enough. But that third one in there, man, it's just smooth. All right, now when it comes to these template guys, you want to pick the right prop here, especially if you're just starting off doing this. A lot of these things on here you can template. You just gotta make sure it's the right size, length. Now, there's more precise templating, guys. There's another method where you got to go to the center of the map, and I've seen these guys, and they do great work. They're able to template these small props. With this method right here, guys, short props really don't template well. You need something that's got at least a little bit of a length to it. This is pretty good. Track garage quad. But my usually go-to are right here, the stump blocks. Now, the 2.5 will give you a nice smooth corkscrew. It's usually one I use on my more difficult tracks to make my corkscrew helix ramps. Now, I make some courses, guys, where I use this one, and what it'll do is when I use this prop, because it's so wide, it'll cause like a little the corner to bump up on each side of this thing, which what it'll do when I template this thing, it'll create a rumble strip on the edge of the corkscrew. A lot of you guys run with the vibration on. Like if you've ever drove on the highway, you'll notice the rumble strips. You get off the edge of the highway, it starts rumbling. That was the idea when I made these. But you want the smooth one, you want to use the 2.5. This one is like the 3.5, and we'll make a template of them. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, the rumble strip. It helps players that's like not really good at staying on these thinner lines. Good trainer, you know what I mean? I'll just show you what we're talking about right here. All right, let's take this guy. And I'll always use a building or some freestanding structure that has a straight line on it, guys. These buildings are probably the straightest things on the map. And check that out right there. We use that to line it up nice and straight. All right. Then what we'll do, we'll put a little tilt on it, just like that. Then we'll get these boost pads. We use them for our pivot prop. Now, depending on a few things here, guys, where you want to place this right here. Now, if you want, I say when you're building a whole corkscrew spiral, you want to get this thing a little close. You can actually get it super close and make like these funny spirals for the go-karts and the RC cars. The closer this thing is, the tighter your spiral is going to be. The further out it is, the wider your spiral is going to be. Now, if you're going to try to make a complete total spiral wide, you just got to keep in mind, you're either going to need to use a boost pad or you're going to have to come into this stunt hot, say like off of a downhill or something, because you're going to need max speed to get through it when they're big like this. Me personally, when I make the, if I make a bigger one like this, they're generally for, say, a quarter turn. Now, when I go full rotation or half turn, I'll pull it in tighter. But for just a quarter turn, I tend not to make the helix corkscrew huge. I don't like that. I don't like putting boost pads on the course. You know what I mean? But like I said, they work real well for quarter turns, the wide. But me personally, I keep it in a little close here. Put one of them right there. Find about the center of the base, the bottom, then put another one right there. Now, what you can do here is, guys, is you can actually make a sister ramp to this ramp you're going to make by just simply making two templates. And they're both going to be exactly the same size and the same circumference. If you use this method right here, use that one to gauge the distance from the prop, same on the other one. So when we go to create these templates and then template them out, they will both be two identical ramps. Usually you can change colors and make them two different color props so you don't get confused. But as you see here, it's the America prop. We got the star on one side, nothing on the other side, so it'll be easy to distinguish which one's which, not to mention they're facing two different directions. All right, so go over here to template. All right, you save that one up. I'm not going to make the double up template of this one because this is the rumble strip template I was wanting to show you guys. I'm not going to go the full one on this one, but this is a good thing to make if you're like just getting started in stunt racing. You ain't got a smooth or clean line, trying to figure it out. Like, because when you're getting upside down in these courses, guys, directions change. You know what I mean? It's like go skateboard. You go regular foot, goofy foot. When you get upside down, everything switches backwards. And you know, if you get in one of these courses where there's a couple of those back to back, it can kind of confuse you. You know what I mean? Especially if you got to come back through the stunt and go in the other direction. I like making the back through stunts. You know what I mean? Make it just a little bit more challenging. I don't really like making easy races. Oh, we already got our template. All right, so prop stacking on, obviously. And when you're making these guys, it's good to like switch to colors or have a prop that has multi-colors on it so you can see a distinguishable pattern in each prop you lay. So giving you a good idea of how much you need to rotate that exactly for it to look good and work perfectly. If this is the 3.5. Now we're not going to do the whole thing here. But see what it does on this outer edge here? It's not enough to crash you or mess you up, but it just gives you that little rumble in your vibration on your controller, letting you know, oh shit, I'm going off the track, better straighten up a little bit. I make these for my my more easier races, so players can get used to stunt racing. Now, if you keep it right in dead center, you're good to go. It's just like being on a regular smooth ribbon. But this is one of my safety ribbons, is what I like to call it. Trainer ribbons, so to say. All right, so we'll just get rid of that guy and just move right over here to the 2.5. Now this is your go-to, guys. This one will give you a nice smooth, won't have no edges on the side, like that other ramp I just made. All right, now same thing here. Go here and find your nice straight edge. Make sure you're good and lined up. That'll do. Foot or tilt on it. Now, me personally, guys, I love creating down here at the airport because there's a lot of spots here that'll help your line of sight, especially if you got to zoom out to make a bigger template. You can use all these lines on the ground here to kind of help gauge complete rotations, like what we're about to do here. Obviously, we're going to start on this line right here, so by the time we get to the top of our rotation, our top piece should line up with that yellow line as well, ensuring that our full template is going to be a full leveled out complete rotation. Same thing here. Now, like I said, if you're just making a quarter turn, guys, make it a little wider than this. Bring it out here or something. You know what I mean? Because you'll get a lot smoother transition off of it if it's just a little bit wider out. This one is still going to be smooth, but not as smooth as what it would be if it was pulled back some. All right, now other side. All right, like I said, use these lines, guys. Utilize the lines on the runway to help you get a good straight ramp. Now, this one probably ain't gonna be quite a 90-piece template, but that's all right. 'Cause actually, the closer you can get it, guys, the better. I've actually was able to create one of these in a 2-piece template. It was a tight corkscrew though. It worked real well for the go-kart, the RC cars, and maybe like compact cars. But for bigger cars like supercars and things like that, it just seemed a little tight, a little rough. Yeah, see how with these color props you can get a discernible pattern. All right, now when it's this close, guys, always add it. Just still all the way add that other one. Even if it goes a little bit past your yellow line, a little bit over is better than a little bit under. You can always adjust that later if need be. All right, so after we delete all these boost pads, we shouldn't have but a handful of props in this template. 41, so right on, that's cool. All right, now here's where we're gonna make, this one's actually only gonna be a 2-piece template, guys, you know what I mean? Actually gonna be a little bit less than the 60. But still, you'll see the idea here. All right, now template 1, you're gonna make that pivot something you're gonna remember what it is. Now when we do our break, we're gonna use a corrugated container, and that's how we're gonna connect them together. Now this first template here, you kind of want to get that guy close to where that next prop touches it. And the reason you want to do this is if you want to like continue this corkscrew into the next corkscrew, you're gonna have to be able to lay it on top of the last template that you laid down. Now, if you put this piece way back here, that's as far down as you're going to be able to get that template, which will create a flat spot in your corkscrew. So that first one, your first pivot prop on template 1, get it about in there somewhere. Just close to that, about what that gap is between them 2 props. You know what I mean? This is going to be close enough. All right, now what we're going to do here, we come down here, get one of these cabins right here, guys. Just pop that sucker right there. All right, now we're gonna make our template. All right, select the concrete bags first and proceed to adding the stump blocks. Now I always tend to go one over when I get to the container, just to guarantee it's gonna lock in nice. Add the container to it. Double check, make sure you got all your props in the first piece. We look pretty good. We'll go with that. All right, create another new template. Select the corrugated container first. And remember, we left off this prop right here. So we're gonna go ahead and add both of these. Don't matter, we're gonna have plenty. All right, we got all our pieces in that one. Go ahead and save that up. All right, now, here's where the magic happens. There it is. All right, lay your first piece. Now, after that, go directly to yaw, then scroll to your next piece. Now you know when you'd be dead on perfect. See how the whole template fades out. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Just slightly adjust that thing. One way or the other, and see, you still can't tell. Even though it's just slightly adjusted to not make that happen, still, you got a nice, smooth transition template. Now, this is what I was talking about when when placing that concrete bag. Say if you wanna connect it to it. Like so. And that guaranteed it's gonna stay smooth. Right into the next piece. But uh-oh, look what we did. We accidentally turned off our yaw. Not a big deal. Look at this. See this thing? You can still line it up right where it needs to go. Just like that, guys. And look at that. Smooth as can be. We'll just give it a little test run here. Make sure it's on the up and up. Oh, you already know I got to get it on the Wagner, guys. Just like that. That's how I make my smooth templates, guys. Every time. Took me a while to figure out a way. I was like, man, I just got to figure out just a more simplified way of doing this. That other ways doing it is all right. I mean, you come up with some perfect stuff, but this is my preferred method, guys. I like using the old manual method, so to say here. Like I said, just scroll to template 2. Remember it? Put that yaw on, the YAW, yaw. And that won't change nothing other than the world direction on the prop, really. I say world, but whatever. You get what I'm talking about. Just like that, guys. Now that was our first one. Now we need to make, well, I like to call these sister ramps, guys, because they're just two identical ramps that just go the opposite direction. Oh, you got shit. You got too many props on the map. Rockstar, it'd be nice if you fix this. You can't lay no more templates after about 240, 250 props. Pretty stupid. I obviously was not at 300 props there. Yeah, it wonked me up a little bit, didn't it? Have to do that one over again. see what we got here. Hold on. Looks about right. Why doesn't that one look right? There we go. All right. Same thing we did with our other ramp over here, guys. Go there to your concrete bags. Put that guy somewhere about in the middle right there. About the distance from prop to prop, to ensure you can lock this thing into another corkscrew end and it's not going to create a wide gap. Be nice one smooth transition. And we go over here to our cabins. Corrugated cabin. And we're done with these two templates, so we can get them out of our category. Double check here, make sure you got them all in the template. Looks like we got them. Save that. Make sure you got all the props in that template. Looks like we got them. All right, now we got two different make these switchback transitions. These are pretty cool. I've seen other people using them. Didn't see too many people using them before I started messing with it, but hey, get some use out of it right on. Remember what the y'all. Keep it on y'all. Now, this all should be just super smooth. Actually, a pretty wild stunt. Have to turn this into something. I don't even think I need that boost pad. Oh yeah, I like them switchback transitions. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that boost pad. I think we can get up to just fine without it. That's how you know it's a good stuff, when you can't even get through it and you built it. Well, we about had it. But as you can see, everything nice, super smooth. And I've made these corkscrew templates up to like 120, guys. It was actually 4 templates to make 1 ramp. That's if you're gonna make them bigger corkscrews. But like I said, when I make the bigger corkscrews, I only use them for like quarter turns. I don't use them for half turns or whole turns. You know, what's good about these, they're a go back. You can go back through them. Which adds another level of difficulty to it, because it totally switches your trajectory your mind was trained you to do when you went through it, coming through it the first time. Yeah, guys, that's how I do my templates, guys. Um, just trying to find super smooth, and different is cool. I like different. You know, don't get me wrong. A lot of you creators out there, you guys make some awesome ass races. I'm not judging, but a lot of it just seems, I don't know, just regurgitated. I like seeing different stuff. Yeah, me personally, I still do the same old crap as well, but like I said, I like trying to do different things. Um, I make some easy races. I like making challenging races, and these skinnier ribbons are more challenging. They really work on the your dexterity and hand-eye coordination. That is for sure. But yeah, guys, this is how you get some perfect corkscrew helix templates. Super simple, super easy. Hopefully, get some use out of it. Peace.